Okay guys, so we're doing the 20 metre bleep test today, so looking to get as good a result as possible, see what we get. Haven't done it for a while. Alright guys, yeah, welcome to the bleep test. We're starting the video at level 9, just simply because it'd be pretty long-winded to start from 0. I could literally moonwalk the first like 3 levels. So the Royal Marines, the new way they're doing their training, so you'll go through the ROP, which is the recruit orientation phase, and the level used to be 10.5 that you used to have to hit in PRMC, like minimal, to get into training, whereas the level for the ROP is going to be level 11. So at the end of the 4-week ROP course, you'll have to hit level 11 on the bleep test. I'm sure throughout that 4 weeks they'll be working on that. So if you do get up to the ROP and you're not level 11, don't like panic, but obviously try and get as good a result as you can. Try and get as good at it as you can before you join ROP. It's a really good test for anaerobic and aerobic endurance, because obviously it's, you know, the longevity is the hard bit, but you're obviously gradually getting faster and faster as you go through the levels. Really good for things like boxing, football, rugby, and I recommend that people do a lot more of them, to be honest. So this one here was my 3rd attempt in a week, just over a week, simply because I hadn't done it for about 8 years since, like, you know, last done it in the Marines, which was a long time ago. And so just been smashing it out, and I box at the moment, so I thought, well, this is mega good fitness anyway. One thing I'd say is like the turns, just be really aware of your turning. As you can see, I run like a bit of a mong, but the turns are where you lose a lot of the speed, because people will run completely up to the line, whereas I think you should stop sort of a foot away and just stick your foot on the line. You can't really see it in this example, but when I slow this down in a second, you should see that. The reason I say that is if you put your foot out, then it acts as a sort of a spring to push you off, whereas if you run up to the line, you've got to completely stop your whole body and run again. So yeah, level 14 on that one, pretty happy with that. We just finished the bleep test. Level 14 today. Now what we're going to do to improve our bleep test, one of the methods we use in the Marines is partner bleep test. So I'll go for 2 bleeps, then my partner will go for 2 bleeps, and we just keep swapping over until we as a team can't make it anymore. So that's a really good way to improve your bleep test. Another good one is to, at the end of your bleep test, rather than just stopping there and then, what you can do is go every other bleep or every other 2 bleeps. Another one, you can go have a 2-minute rest at the end of yours, pause the bleep test, and then continue where you finished. Things like that. Loads of different ways to improve your bleep test time, which is going to be it's obviously a really important area for the Royal Marines coming into the. It's going to be in the ROP, the 4-week course down at Limpston now before Royal Marines training. So bleep test will be one of the tests. So keep that under your hat and start practicing now. Right guys, so we're going to film the partner one now. Right guys, so this is the partner one. We like to do this after the bleep test, just to push us to that next level. So you get yourself in pairs, and then you'll do 2 bleeps each, and then swap over like a relay. Really good one. You get used to running at higher levels, higher speeds, because you're going to go further as a pair, and you get good rest as well. So really good for your aerobic capacity here. You got to remember as well, like a lot of people will be wanting to do like sort of 6 miles and 8 miles and stuff, just at like a normal steady pace. If you look at what the bleep test actually is, it's a lot of short, sharp sprints. So the best way to train for that would be to do fartlek training, and obviously bleep tests. Some good methods to do with the bleep test is like do a max bleep test and then have a few minutes rest, and then go from where you finished is always a good one, or back-to-back bleep tests. I know that Hunter Troop do that at the moment. They'll do like 3 or 4 back-to-back bleep tests in training, which is pretty honking. Few tips then for your bleep test. Think about your turning. So a lot of people run all the way up to the line, Whereas you want to stop about a foot before, and just stick your foot off it and push away from the line. That's a far better and effective technique than running both feet onto the line and then having to completely turn directions on the line. If you have a look at me, I'm in red here. I like to be about a foot away from it and drive off it a bit like a swimmer on a wall in a race. So that's really important. My number one tip for the bleep test would be to just focus on yourself, focus on your breathing, focus on the level you're on, count the beeps in between levels, and that just gives you something to focus on rather than thinking, flip, where's this going to end? And also not to focus on the lad in front who's sprinting away from you, because there's always one and he always burns out and he doesn't listen to the beep and then he pays for it later. So they're my tips. Here we got to level 19.4 or 19.7, something like that. So you can see we got a lot further than we did on our own. You just get used to running those speeds. So hopefully this video helps, guys. Any questions or comments, leave it in the comments box. Also, I've got a Get Fit for the Royal Marines app, so you can message me for details for that. That will get you as fit as a fiddle for Royal Marines, all the tests and all the training. Nice one, guys. Cheers.